Now see here. Today we will going to see gout. Gout, this disease comes under bone and joint disease. Bone and joint disease or disorders. Okay. So what is the main reason behind this? Due to the increased serum uric acid level, this attack produces. This is same as that of the arthritis. Okay. But here, due to the increased serum uric acid level, is the main reason behind this gout. Okay. Now see in detail. It is a disorder of purine metabolism. It is a disorder of purine metabolism by increased serum uric acid level. We call it as a hyperuricemia. Hyperuricemia and recurring attacks of very painful arthritis. This is same as that of the arthritis, that is the inflammation of bone. Okay. It occurs due to deposition of urate crystals in the joint and cartilages. These increased uric acid, that is the urate crystals, these are accumulated, these are deposited in the joints and cartilages, and that causes the too much pain, inflammation, and this is called as a gout. Gout is a complex form of arthritis. This is a complex form of the arthritis, okay, and can affect anyone. Men are more likely to get the gout than the women. But women become susceptible to the gout after menopause. When after menopause, the women susceptible to the gout. Okay. Now see the types of gout. The main hallmarks of the gout, you know, that is the hyperuricemia, that is the increased serum uric acid level. How much the normal should be? 7 milligram per dl. If it is increased beyond this limit, causes gout. It is classified into two groups, that is the metabolic gout and the renal gout. Okay, metabolic gout and the renal gout. Metabolic, only 10% of the people can cause the metabolic gout, and 90% cases are of the renal gout. Okay, now see the metabolic gout, that is only the 10%. Okay, due to the overproduction of the uric acid, due to, listen carefully, same, that is, but what is the difference you have to keep into your mind? That is the overproduction of the uric acid. Okay, and there is either an accelerated purine biosynthesis of an increased turnover of the nucleic acid. Nucleic acid. Accelerated, that is the increased purine metabolism, that is the biosynthesis. Increased purine metabolism, that is the biosynthesis of an increased production of the nucleic acid. These are also of two types, that is the primary and secondary. Primary metabolic gout and secondary metabolic gout. Primary, this is caused due to the enzyme defect. Enzyme defect in purine metabolism. Those who are metabolizing those enzymes who are metabolizing the purine, these are having any defect. So due to that, this is the primary metabolism. We call it as secondary. Means what? It is caused due to either increased purine biosynthesis or purine metabolism or deficiency of glucose 6-phosphate, mainly deficiency of glucose 6-phosphate, that is the by birth. Okay, glucose 6-phosphate. So this is all of two types, primary and secondary. Secondary in this, due to increased, also due to the increased purine metabolism or deficiency of those individuals whose deficiency of the glucose 6 phosphate may causes gout. This is all about the metabolic, okay? That only 10% of the people individual can affect. Now see here the renal gout. Renal gout, here 90% cases can affect due to the renal gout, due to the renal problem. That is, in this case, it is due to reduced renal excretion of the uric acid. Maybe normal production, but excretion is low, excretion is reduced. Here what happened in the metabolic cases, in the metabolic gout, due to overproduction of the uric acid, okay? Excretion is normal here, but what happened here? Production is okay, normal, but due to reduced renal excretion of the uric acid. Okay, altered renal excretion could be due to reduced glomerular filtration of the uric acid, enhance the tubular reabsorption, or decrease the secretion. Any mechanism of this one, renal excretion, that is hampered, that is reduced, maybe due to glomerular filtration rate is low, or due to reabsorption, enhanced tubular reabsorption, or due to the decreased secretion. Maybe one of the mechanism of this renal or kidney mechanism. If it is hampered, then there may be chances of reduced renal excretion of the reduced renal excretion of the uric acid. Altered renal excretion could be, I told you, maybe there are three mechanisms of the kidney. So how the urine formation? So if may be hampered, then there may be chances of reduced excretion of the uric acid. The causes of the gout includes diuretic therapy drug includes, that is the aspirin, pyrazinamide. Keep one or two in your mind. Ethambutol, ethanol. Ethanol also, if the person is alcoholic, then the excretion is hampered. So understood this one? Types of the gout, two types, that is the metabolic and renal gout. Metabolic only 10% chances are there, and renal gout 90%. In this again two, that is the primary and secondary. Okay, renal gout due to reduced excretion of the uric acid. Okay, due to that it causes. Now see here the etiology. Etiology, that is the genetics. Genetics, hereditary. I told you before only, there is a deficiency of glucose 6 phosphate. If the individual is deficient in that, may lead to gout. Okay, an esteemed 20 to 80% of the people with gout have a family history. See here. Okay, hereditary means gender and age. Before also I explained, more common in the male than in the women, than in the children. More it is hampered to the men than women, but women are susceptible after menopause. Okay, weight, overweight, obese person, they have the risk of gout. Alcohol consumption, who are drinking too much alcohol causes gout, because alcohol keeps away the body from removing the uric acid. These are due to this alcohol, it hampers to excrete the uric acid. Okay, it will not allow. Okay, so that's why it accumulates in the body itself and causes gout. Diet, Diet, if your food is high rich purine food, that leads to again worsen the condition, that leads to gout. These foods means which one? Asparagus, beef kidneys, brains, means all the animal foods. Okay, dried beans also, and the peas, game meats. Game meats means not, these are game meats, the meats means here uh, the animals which are mm, used for food by hunting. Means what? Not normally the chicken, goat, fish, but here the deer, the rabbits, isn't it? These are, these animals or birds. Birds also here involved for eating purpose. Okay, they are not properly bred, but they are used for hunting. They are used as a food by hunting these birds or these animals. Means example I will tell you here: the deer, the rabbit, and pigeon. Okay, this type of the birds or animals that are called as a, that meat, that flesh, if we are using for as a food. So this type of the meat is called as a game meat. Liver, mushroom, okay, sweet breads means animal glands. This type of the food having high rich purine food. Okay, this is all about the etiology. And other one, that is the health problem. Health problem, a common cause of the gout is older people in the kidney being unable to eliminate the waste products. Means older people, all the organs are not working properly. If the age is more, if the kidney is not working properly, then maybe the due to this causes the gout. And the other problem that may contribute to the gout include the high blood pressure, hypothyroidism, okay, underactive thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is not active properly, then these are the other health problems. So what we studied here in the etiology, genetic purpose, okay, the genetics, hereditary, gender and the age, more common in the men and than in the women, but women are susceptible in the after the menopause. Weight, over obese person leads to have the risk of gout. Alcohol consumption, those who are drinking too much of the alcohol, they are not properly remove the uric acid due to that alcohol. Okay, diet, food rich in the you rich in the purine causes what? Causes gout. Okay, now see here, then the other, that is the age health problem. Older people, they cannot excrete the uric acid due to the kidney problem. Okay, and also due to the high blood pressure, hypothyroidism. And next one, that is the medication. If variety of the medicines are there that causes the risk of the gout, that includes the diuretics, salicylate containing the drugs such as aspirin, niacin, etc. These causes less excretion of the uric acid. Okay, diuretics also. Okay, because diuretics variety, so many drugs are there. 2 3 examples you have to keep in your mind. Okay, now this is all about the etiology. Now see here the pathogenesis. Pathogenesis mainly involves the three main mechanisms, that is the overproduction of the uric acid with the normal excretion. Okay, normal excretion but overproduction of the uric acid. Next one, overproduction of the uric acid with increased secretion. Already overproduction and also increased secretion. Okay, then it causes the gout. And next one, that is the normal uric acid production. Production is normal, but excretion is delayed or decreased. That causes the gout, that causes the gout. This is all about the pathogenesis. Overproduction with normal excretion. Overproduction of the uric acid with increased secretion. Again, secretion also increased here. So that's why there is a deposition of the uric acid in the body that causes the gout. And next one, last one, that is the normal uric acid production, but excretion is low. Symptoms. The metatarsal phalangeal joint, metatarsal fingers, isn't it? Feet and the hands and the legs. That is the metatarsal and phalangeal joints. Tarsal bone. Okay, understood no, this one. Foot bone. Okay. These joints in that big toe is affected most than the other. Okay. Other joints such as heels, knees, wrist, okay, fingers may also be affected, but more affected that is the metatarsal, that and also the big toe. Okay. Next one, warmth, pain, swelling due to inflammation, isn't it? Extreme tenderness. If we touch also, then also there is a pain, too much pain, usually a big toe joint. Okay. This is called as a metatarsal phalangeal joint. Okay. This symptom is called as podagra. Podagra, that is only the arthritis due to the uric acid deposition. The pain often starts during the night. During the night, the pain starts. It can be get worsen quickly, last for hours. Okay, and not be tolerated even after a little pressure. If we will touch also, not this will not be tolerated by that individual. Too much pain is there. Very red or purplish skin around the affected joint. The skin will become red or purple color. Limited movement of the affected joints. The affected joint will not, we can't move that one, that part. Peeling and itching of the skin around the affected joints. Again, there is a peeling or itching too much. Okay. Other symptoms may rarely occur along with the joint pain, that is the fatigue and the fever. But due to inflammation, isn't it? There may be pain, there may be fatigue and fever due to that inflammation. Understood this one symptoms? Easy, that is the big toe more get affected than the other, that is the wrist bone, heels, knees, fingers. Okay. The swelling is there in that area due to inflammation. Pain, warmthness is there. Okay, little bit hot. Extreme tenderness. Even though we touch, can't touch, there is too much tenderness is there. Causes too much pain. That is called as a podagra. That disease is also means only the uric acid level increased. That is the arthritis, higher level, severe arthritis. Red or purplish skin. The skin will become red or purplish around the joints. We can't move, limited movement of the affected area. Little bit also we move, there is a tenderness or too much pain. Peeling and itching of that skin around the affected joints. Other symptoms may include, that is the joint pain, obviously fatigue and fever. Okay. Diagnosis. Which type of diagnosis we can? As usual, physical examination by the doctor, and that is the common. And the main diagnosis, that is the synovial fluid test. We have to examine under the microscope here the presence of the urate crystals. If it is found, test may be positive. Blood test, in that blood test, we will see the levels of the uric acid and creatinine in the blood. Other blood tests commonly include the WBC's renal function test and erythrocyte sedimentation rate. If both the WBCs and ESR are elevated, then there may be chances of gout or Inflammation only, it suggests that there is an increase in the WBC and ESR. If there is inflammation, there may be chances of increasing the WBCs and ESR. That is the erythrocyte sedimentation rate. X-ray, joint X-ray can be helpful to rule out the other causes of the joint inflammation. Ultrasound to take the pictures, other pictures, that is images, detect the urate crystals in the joints or in a tophus that is the same. Okay, that is increase in the metabolic urate metabolism. Okay, treatment. No, inflammation is there means obviously what we have to give here NSAID, non-inflammatory means that inflammatory non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, that is the NSAID, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs to relieve the pain and inflammation. NSAIDs will not be recommended to whom? Those who are having the gastrointestinal bleeding problem, renal failure or heart failure. We can't give because it exaggerates, it worsens the condition. So avoid that one. So examples of this one NSAID, that is the ibuprofen, naproxen, sodium, endomethacin or celecoxib. NSAIDs carries the risk of stomach pain, bleeding, and ulcers. There may be chances, so we should not give to these patients who are already suffering from gastrointestinal bleeding, renal failure, ulcers, isn't it? So next one, that is the colchicine. This is the alternative to the NSAID. Those who we can't give the NSAID, give this colchicine. Same, that is the pain reliever, and it effectively reduces the gout pain also. Okay, the drug's effectiveness is offset in most of the cases, however, by intolerable side effects, which having these colchicines are having the side effect, that is the nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. That also intolerable. So that also individual we can't offer to this colchicine. Okay, because side effect too much, that is nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, that is intolerable. So this we also cannot give to these patients. Now next one, corticosteroids, glucocorticoids or corticosteroids. Okay, corticosteroids have been found to be effective as a NSAIDs, same as that of the NSAIDs. Example, prednisone, and can control the pain and inflammation, both pain and inflammation, same as that of the NSAIDs. Okay, corticosteroids are generally reserved for those people who can't take the NSAIDs and colchicines. This also not useful, this also not useful. Then what we have to give? Corticosteroids. Okay, corticosteroids. Side effects, mood changes, increases the blood sugar and blood pressure. All are having the side effects, but okay, mood changes, increases the blood sugar level, that is diabetes and blood pressure. Okay, this is all about the treatment. What we have to give? NSAIDs, colchicine, and corticosteroids. Okay, all the three types of the drugs are having the side effect, but who are we can give? If NSAID is not applicable, give colchicine. Not applicable, then give corticosteroids. Okay, glucocorticoids or corticosteroids. Okay, now prevention. How we can prevent? How we can prevent these type of these diseases? Okay, drink plenty of the water, that is non-alcoholic. Okay, drink the juice and everything, water, plenty of fluid or non-alcoholic fluids, especially water. Okay, to help eliminate the uric acid. Alcohol can raise the level of the uric acid in the blood. It will not excrete the uric acid. So avoid that one. Maintain a healthy weight, that is in our hand, and exercise regularly. Avoid the foods that are rich in purines, means game foods, beef, meats, Okay, the animal glands, avoid that one so that we can prevent the gout. This is all about the prevention. This is all about the our disease today's, that is the gout. Understood this one? Mainly, this is the disorder of purine metabolism, increased serum uric acid level, commonly we call it as a hyperuricemia. Okay, so we will stop here.